So when I want to comb this part, when I want to cut it, first I put the comb, same as like how we do with the guard. Go in and then I come out and I cut this part.
Yeah, guys, because remember, we want to get a 90-degree angle. So what we're doing is,
Basically,
you see how the comb is going into the hair and then kind of going out, following the shape of the head. What I want Amir to do here for a second is just to take this comb, okay, guys? And this is just a reference point, okay? So when we're talking about the parietal ridge, if we put the comb directly on the head and we keep Nigel's head straight, that's how we determine how the parietal ridge is and kind of the shape that we're trying to follow. Now, if we cave into the parietal ridge, see, it's going to look like it's not going to give the head shape and the hair shape a good structure. It's going to look off, and it's going to look like it's way too heavy on top. So by following the natural, nice 90-degree angle, we can achieve a very nice high tight fade doing that. So that's exactly what the comb will mimic. We're going to slide the comb into the hair, and you see that? And the very, very bottom of this comb here, so the very bottom here of the comb is going to be touching the head, but it's actually going to be out from the head, and that will determine what shape you want. So some people might want it to be, some people might want the hair to come out like that, and some people might want it to be tight, and some people actually might want it to cave in, and you can determine all of that because like your comb is your scale. That's how you're going to measure what shape you want. So you see Amir now, he's going into the hair where he left off with the number 2 guard, and as he pulls out his comb, he can see any of the extra hair that he needs to take off. I hope that makes a lot of sense to you guys, because showing from the camera, it's a bit tough, but so Amir, just for a second, go into the hair and show them how much more hair that you would be able to see. See, that's if he was to go into the hair, you could see all that hair, but we want to follow a nice, tight, squarish shape. And that's what we'll see. And if there's any hair, it will show on the teeth of the comb, and that will be the hair that we take off.
So basically, you're doing the same thing as guard. You're following the guard, but with the comb. So you go in, you come out.
There's going to be a few little hairs that we take off. Like we were saying earlier, the blending the corners into the top on this haircut, the majority of it was done through the clippers. See, here's where it gets a bit heavier, and this is where Amir will, and look at his comb and how you see how he just made it into a 90-degree angle. And by doing that, you're elevating the hair and you're making sure that it will follow that natural shape.
And here, always remember, if this part is flat, you have to keep this part to make that nice and round shape. So don't go with the machine, don't go high, don't go with scissors.
So this is the crown area that Amir is talking about. And this is the area that we're always mindful of, and we always want to keep a little bit longer. Now, we don't want to keep it too long. We also want it to blend, but that's why Amir is going to show you guys here now how it's a bit heavy in the back, and this is how we're going to blend it into the back. See, his comb is never caving into the head. It's always coming out from the head.
There's one more thing for this technique, like scissors over comb. So when your comb goes like this, your scissors has to be the same direction.
Exactly.
Don't do like this and then scissors like that, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't do what, Mike?
So again, guys, just to be very clear, so when the comb goes into the hair, this is where the hair will show. So it will feed into the comb here, and then Amir will take his scissors and then he will basically chop this part off here. Okay, guys? And the comb needs to be steady, the scissor needs to be steady, and everything needs to have a nice consistent flow. That way you get a nice even cut. Otherwise, if not, then you don't know what you're cutting and you're just cutting all sorts of different lengths.